Okay, so now we're going to look at the same map, but this time we're going to be focusing on physical features. So the features that are natural, that haven't been built by humans. Now, what do I notice first about this map? Well, I notice there's a lot of blue on there. Can you see? Well, the blue represents any water features like a stream or a lake or a river. Okay, or even a coral reef. If there was a coral reef on a map, it'd be shown using blue. Now the blue areas can either be shaded, like the one at the bottom. Can you see there's a shaded blue area? And that looks like quite a large area of water, doesn't it? So therefore, maybe that represents a lake. And then we have the thick blue line. So can you see my arrow going from water features? That is pointing to a thick blue line. And that shows a large river, so a major river. And then we also have the tiny little thin blue lines, which represent water features like streams. Okay, there's not as much water there, but they are still shown on the map using blue because they are water features. Now, I also notice that some areas are shaded in green. Well, the green areas show anywhere where there is grass, okay? And that's easy to remember because grass is green, so we can remember that very easily. But if it's shaded in green and has trees on it as well, that means that it is a forest, okay, or a wood or somewhere where there's lots of trees. And we know that from our lesson last week, because on an Ordnance Survey map, a tree represents a forest. Okay, so we've got the water, which is blue, the grass, which is green, and then the green with the trees is a forest. And then we have some areas that are shaded in yellow or in light brown. Now, can you see my arrow is pointing to somewhere that's shaded in yellow? Well, this represents anywhere where there is sand. Okay, so if there was a beach on a map, there would be lots of yellow shading. And then the light brown represents mud. Okay, so anywhere where there's mud will be shaded in light brown. Now, these ones are a lot easier to remember because we think of water as blue, grass as green, and sand as yellow, okay? Whereas we don't think of a road as pink and a motorway as blue, do we? Okay, now the last thing on this map are the orange wiggly lines. Can you see them? They're all over the map. Well, these are called contour lines, and these show hills and mountains, and they show you how high up you are. So on some of the lines, there are some numbers. So there's a line that says 100 and a line that says 150. And as the number gets larger, it means you are higher up. So if you're walking up a mountain, the number on the contour lines will get larger. Okay, so there we go. There are all the physical features and how they are shown on a map. Now, here we have an aerial photograph. So a photograph taken from above, from a bird's eye view of Brookvale. We've seen this picture many times, haven't we, over this unit of work. Okay, now I'm going to have a look for some physical features. So the features that are natural, that haven't been built by humans. Well, the first physical feature that I notice is, remember outside our school, we have an area of grass, don't we, out the front? And there it is. That is a physical feature because it's not built by humans. Grass, a grass area is natural. Okay, the next feature, physical feature that I notice are the trees around Brookvale Lake. Okay, so there's lots of trees around the lake and they again are a physical feature. And finally, we have the lake itself, Brookvale Lake, and that is a physical feature because it is natural. Now, what colour would that be shown as on a map? Yes, it'd be a shaded blue area, wouldn't it? Because water is shown using blue. Okay, so what I'd like you to do now is pause the video and have a look for as many human features as you can. Okay, Yetu, did you spot many human features? Fantastic, well done. Well, let's have a look if you found the same ones that I did. So I found the church at the top. Can you see the symbol? Well, the church we know is a church because a cross symbol represents a church. What else? Well, I also spotted the footpath round the lake. Now, this is a human feature because it's been built. Now, what colour would this be shown as on a map? Yes, it'd be shown as a green dotted line, wouldn't it, to show a footpath where you can walk. I also noticed the motorway in the corner. Well, that is the M6. It's a motorway. And what colour would that be shown in? Yes, it's a human feature that would be shown in blue. All motorways are shown in blue. And then I also spotted some roads. Well, there are lots of roads on this aerial photograph, but I spotted North Park Road, and that would be shown in which colour, year 2? Yes, it'd be shown in pink. Okay, all roads are shown in pink. Now I spotted a few more things. I spotted some houses. Now what shape is used to show houses? Yes, any buildings that haven't got a symbol for them are shown using rectangles. Okay, then I've finally got a train track. Okay, can you see the picture of the train? Well, that means that there is a train track there. Now, what is a train track shown using? Well, yes, the 2 black lines with the lines in between. Fantastic. So can you guess what your task is going to be now, year 2? Well, your task is to use this aerial photograph to draw a map of the area. Now, you don't have to do the whole photograph if you pick a tiny area, but make sure you've got quite a few physical and human features in that area so that you can represent them on your map. And then using the different colours, so blue for water, green for grass, the little trees to show a place with lots of trees. And what else do we have? We have yellow for sand. You probably won't need that in Brookvale. But also we have the blue for motorways and the pink for roads. So I've done a little example for you so you know what I mean. So I've done the part with the lake. So you can see that I've shaded the lake in blue because water features are shown using blue. I've then round the lake done some green shaded areas, and I've also put lots of pictures of trees around the lake because remember, a symbol of a tree shows an area with lots of trees. And then I've also done a green dotted line, and that shows the footpath that we can see next to the lake, okay, that you can walk on. When you come out of school, after school, you walk down that footpath, most of you. And then next to the footpath, we have Teal Drive. Now, Teal Drive, I have shown using pink because it is a road. And then I have shown the houses on Teal Drive with rectangles or square shapes, okay? Now, you do not need to draw every single house on the aerial photograph, just a few, okay? So that I know how you know how to represent different features, okay? So you can pick where you draw your map of. You can draw the map of the whole area or just pick a tiny area. I think the lake area is quite a good area to do because there's lots of physical and human features, but you take your pick where you want to draw your map of from this aerial photograph, and I'm looking forward to seeing your aerial photograph. So you'll find this aerial photograph on your resource, Year 2 Geography 12th of February resource, okay? So I'm looking forward to, as I said, seeing your map drawings using the different representations of human and physical features. Okay, well, have a lovely half term, Year 2, and I will see you when we're back after half term. Bye.